Hey everyone, it's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Today's Sunday, July 2nd. Hope you're well. And in this video, we're going to be discussing, is $1,500 USD possible for Litecoin in the next bull market and potentially after the next halving? We know there's about 31 days left to go for the countdown for the Litecoin halving, and then we have the Bitcoin shortly after. So before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. We're going to discuss all that and more here today. And if you tick the bell and subscribe, you'll be notified on the next video or when I go live. Also, speaking of supporting the channel, just hit over 500,000 views a couple of days ago, so that definitely wasn't easy. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I do love each and every one of you who supported me along the way, and as a way to give back, I actually had a couple people suggest this, and I thought it was a great idea. So going to do a giveaway. So thank you for 500,000 views. I'll be giving away one gold membership to the Pow Group private chat community. It's valued at about $150. It's an annual membership, and I'll be doing that giveaway on Wednesday, July 5th. And in order to join that giveaway, all you have to do is drop a comment on this video. You can just go to my channel, click on videos, and it's the last one I posted, or you can go to the community tab, and then you'll be able to click that link, and then that'll bring up this video here. It's just over 2 minutes long, and you can see people already starting to comment. That's all you have to do is just comment on this video, and then I'll do a random comment picker and live stream on Wednesday, and I'll announce the winner. And just so you know, it's not going to allow duplicate comments, so please just only comment once. It won't matter if you place two. But taking a look at the crypto market here, we did have some nice surge there into especially Ethereum here, and it's coming off after we had some news. We started to see some nice momentum to the upside pick up after we're starting to see rumors that Gary Gensler's potentially resigning. So far, it's been deemed as fake, but we're not 100% sure yet, so just take it with a grain of salt. But this could be something that would absolutely skyrocket the price in crypto. But again, we haven't received official confirmation yet, so there's a lot of speculation, and it's no wonder there's the Fire Gary Gensler movements going on. There's people creating shirts, right? Thinking crypto is one of them, creating shirts, with hashtag Fire Gary Gensler. We know that, people in Congress, there's actually, bills and things like that are going through Congress right now to restructure the SEC. I've already done videos on that, so I won't go into that, but it's no secret that Gary Gensler is pretty much hated across pretty much all sides of the aisle, and he's just a corrupt regulator that needs to go, right? These unelected bureaucrats who think they have all the power in the world, when realistically, they work for us, right? And they're not working for us, the people. They're far away from their core mission, from protecting investors. They're protecting Wall Street banks like the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the Morgan Stanleys, right? And it's just sickening, right? We know that their salaries are funded based on tax dollars that we, the people, pay for. So they got to go. But as you can see, Litecoin halving countdown, 30 days, 22 hours, 56 minutes, and 30 seconds. And then we also have the Bitcoin halving coming up in 253 days. And we also have the potential for Fidelity, BlackRock filing an ETF. I mentioned in this video, are you prepared for 100 to 200K plus Bitcoin price? I know what you're thinking. Oh, he doesn't know that the Bitcoin spot ETFs got rejected, that there weren't enough clarity. There wasn't enough, that they had that surveillance sharing agreement, but there wasn't enough clarity is what the SEC said. As if they can, tell us what clarity means, because clearly they haven't given us any clarity in the crypto space when tons of other jurisdictions and countries around the world are making great strides. We know that the UK just passed some stablecoin regulation. We could get stablecoin regulation here in the US as well into the end of the year. We know that congressmen and congresswomen are working very hard to get that done. So lawmakers are trying to potentially get that done by the end of the year. So we could see that drafted, and that will be huge. But in this video, I mentioned that it probably wasn't going to be next week or next month, but over the next 1 to 2 years, I talk about the potential for Bitcoin hitting 100K. And you got to think Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is deemed a commodity and a non-security, well, then we could see the same treatment for Litecoin because it's just a fork of Bitcoin. And the difference is we actually know who created Litecoin, right? We actually know, it's been said that there's 4 people, Homeland Security in the US met with the 4 Satoshis. So they say it's a group of 4 people who created Bitcoin, but the fact, I think it's the NSA, right? Some 3-letter agency, but fact is we don't know. It could have been North Korea, could have been Russia, could have been a group of terrorists. We don't know. So personally, I like Litecoin because we know who created it. We know it was a fork of Bitcoin. Obviously, if Bitcoin, if we find out who the creator is and it's bad news, that's going to hurt Litecoin and the rest of the altcoins as well. But at least we know that, who created Litecoin and the history. And all that good stuff, and that it's a fork of Bitcoin. But again, in this video, I talk about being prepared for 100K plus Bitcoin, and that would easily send Litecoin to 1,000, maybe even 10K, right? If we see 100K, 200K Bitcoin, but you got to think though, that's only 3x to 100 Bitcoin from 100K Bitcoin from here is only about 3.33x, and then 200K is only about 6.66x. So if you put $1,000 into Bitcoin now, that's only about $3,300, right? Or if it goes to 200K, that's only about $6,600. That's definitely some decent gain, but I think there's just better risk to reward out there. So a Bitcoin spot ETF getting approved would be massive for the space. And speaking of the space, we're sitting at 1.2 trillion. I could easily see this at $100 trillion market cap. This industry at some point, obviously not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, probably going to be 5, 10 plus years, but that's about 100-fold from where we are currently. And speaking of market cap, Litecoin is starting to gain the ranks again. And Litecoin is now back in the top 10. I could easily see Litecoin surpassing Cardano and Dogecoin. Maybe not XRP, because I think XRP is going to absolutely fly. It's probably going to be the best performer, I would think, from a multiplier effect and percentage gain over the next bull market. But I do think that they'll leapfrog USD Coin, BNB, and Tether. And then I think they could even pass Ethereum. Like XRP passed Ethereum in 2018, but I think Litecoin will be right there, right behind XRP. And I think that Litecoin could very well get into the top 5 market cap in the next bull market. And something that I think is going to ignite the bull market, if you're wondering when could we potentially see Litecoin trend up to that $1,000 threshold or maybe even $1,500, and I'll show a target for that on why I have that target here in just a moment. But if you're wondering what's going to signal the next bull market and when altcoins could potentially go, I think it's going to be when the DXY, the US dollar index, loses 100. Because if it loses 100, it'll confirm a monthly downtrend and a monthly bear flag with a target of about 93 on DXY, which would mean massive upside for stocks and crypto. And again, we usually see Bitcoin run first, and then after that we see Bitcoin's retracement, it goes up, and then altcoins slowly follow. But then whenever Bitcoin starts to pull back and we see profit taking after its retracement, then we start to see altcoins, money trickle down to altcoins, right? And like I said, what I'm going to be watching for the next bull market indication that it has started is going to be a loss of 100 support on the DXY, which we'll bring up here as well in just a moment. But taking a look at Litecoin, if we just go from the top of the previous bull market to the low here, and we just give our measured move, we could potentially see, if we see this play out, we could potentially see Litecoin $1,000. I'm just actually going to move this over here because it's actually not perfect to the bottom there. So we'll move that out to the bottom. So the top of the bull market in 2017, 2018 to the low of the bull market there in about 2019, you can see here is that we have our Fibonacci extension levels. And these are just, ratios and mathematics. It's found in all walks of life, right? It's found in music. It's found in this case in charts, but it's basically just math, right? And we're taking a look at the high to the low, and we could potentially see the 3.618. And if we hit that, that would be $1,461 Litecoin price. So we could even hit the 4.618, which would bring us to about an $1,800 Litecoin price. If we just hit the 2.618 Fibonacci extension, that puts us at around 1,063. So if we bring up Bitcoin, Bitcoin already did it, right? So from its top to the bottom of the 2018 to the 2019 bear market, from the top to the bottom, you can see here it's 3.618 with 62,253. So we already hit that. And we've got Ethereum as well. From its high to the low, it hit its 3.618 as well, right? So, and then XRP, if XRP were to do the same thing, it would bring us to about a $12 price point. So if it can happen to Bitcoin, if it can happen to Ethereum, why can't it happen to Litecoin, right? Which Litecoin is just a fork of Bitcoin, and some people are saying it's the silver to gold, right? But this is digital gold and digital silver. So it's basically viewed as digital silver. So again, if Bitcoin and Ethereum can do it, then there's no doubt in my mind that Litecoin can do it in the next bull market as well. And if we just take a look at the DXY chart real quick, I want to show you here on the monthly time frame, we have the high, low, anything under that 106.46 level was a potential bear flag. And if we see the lower high and lower low, that gives us a monthly downtrend. So key support's going to be 178. I want to see a loss of 100 though. If we lose 100, I think selling pressure is going to pick up dramatically. We're going to confirm the monthly downtrend with a lower high and a lower low, and we're going to confirm the monthly bear flag with a target. If you take the measured move, you go from the high to the low, move it out to the 0.32 fib, and that's targeting about $93 and potentially heading to monthly oversold. Likely be a flush of 90 to send us to monthly oversold, probably into the low 80s, I would think. but this would be massively bullish for stocks and crypto. And if we take a look at Litecoin here on the monthly time frame, we're in a monthly uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high, basically the opposite of DXY. DXY is looking to enter lower high and lower low mode, which is a downtrend, right? Whereas we have the opposite here on Litecoin with low, high, higher low, and higher high, another higher low and higher high, and another higher low, and now a higher high. So we have a very, very strong uptrend here with tons of support on Litecoin, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross here on the monthly time frame. Look, the last time that happened was back here in October of 2020 and into the end of the year in 2020, and price skyrocketed about 600%. So, and then from there, we dropped about 90%. So one would think that this is a massive bullish indicator. We have zero resistance here now on the monthly, realistically, until about 302. So I'm very, very bullish on Litecoin into the next bull market. And like I said, the halving, the Litecoin halving, which is going to cut the amount of rewards for every block solved by the miners in half. And then, like I said, right after Litecoin is Bitcoin. And historically, that's been a good time to enter the market. So I'm very, very bullish on Litecoin into this next bull run. And then I think it's going to be, like I said, in top 5 market cap and one of the best performers. Also, in terms of the weekly moving averages and the weekly macros, you can see here we're well above the 10-week moving average. They're at 88.88, and then we're having a bull cross of the stochastic and the MACD. So all systems go right now on Litecoin. It's looking extremely strong, and we could even see a bull cross of the 50 weekly and the 200 weekly moving average, which if we do that on the daily time frame, which we've already done, that's a golden cross. Last time a golden cross happened, price went from around $50 all the way up to $400. Now we're seeing it happen again, and we're seeing a weekly bull cross of these weekly moving averages as well. So when this happens on the daily time frame with the 50, the shorter term below the longer term, the 200, when that happens, it's a golden cross. When it happens the other way, when the 50 is above the 200-day moving average and they cross, that's a death cross, and that's generally where we see a lot of downside, right? Price went from about $400 all the way down to $40. Now we're seeing the opposite with a golden cross, 50-day crossing through the 200. And then imagine if that's bullish on the daily time frame, imagine when the shorter term moving averages on the weekly time frame cross the longer term moving averages. That's even more bullish. So again, I think in the next bull market, we could easily see my low target is going to be about $900 on Litecoin. And then my high target, I could easily see us at around $1,500. If we get to the 4.618, great. But you know, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to be taking profits long before then. Litecoin, full disclosure, I do hold it. This isn't financial advice by any means. This is for entertainment purposes only. It is my top 3. It's probably top 3 holding in my MJ portfolio at the moment. XRP, XLM being my biggest, and then my third is Litecoin. But like I said, I think Litecoin is going to be right there behind XRP as the next best performer in the next bull market. And yeah, I'm excited for it. But going to end it there, make sure to join the giveaway, which we'll be announcing the winner on Wednesday, July 5th. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this price target for Litecoin. Is Litecoin in your portfolio? And what do you think this halving is going to mean for Litecoin and Bitcoin here into the end of the year? Personally, I think we're gearing up for a massive end of the year, but it's all about the DXY chart there losing 100. That'll be the indication that we could potentially be seeing a massive bull run starting in crypto, and specifically alt season, which we've been really waiting on and haven't really seen since 2017. But I think this could be an even bigger bull market for the altcoins to the end of the year and into the beginning part of 2024, even bigger than that of 2017 and 2018. But let me know your thoughts and comments below. We'll continue the conversation there. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rob with Powell Group. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Canada Day weekend here for my fellow Canadians here in Canada. And then hope you have a great 4th of July for those in America and the United States leading into next week. And the rest of the world, I just hope you have a great day. All right, going at it there. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.